Hello one, hello all, plenty of hopes and fondest dreams. I'm your host Burton, and today we're going to be talking about Zelda U. I don't typically talk about Zelda U, but we're going to be starting right here, right now. Zelda U is going to be by far the biggest Zelda game to date. It's going to be way big. It's going to be like the original Legend of Zelda, just 3D, and times 100. I mean, look at this map. This map is beautifully big. It's amazing. But one thing I see people have been neglecting about the evidence of what we have on the game is the name of the game. Let me try something. If we go to zeldawiki.org and then scroll down the page, we can see a lot of links, figuratively and literally. And we can also see the title of every single Zelda game main series to date. And one thing I see in common with all of the games is that they're either named after a person or an object that is used in the game. Ocarina of Time, item. Majora's Mask, item. Wind Waker, item. Four Swords, item. Minish Cap, debatedly a person or an item. Twilight Princess, person. Phantom Hourglass, item. Spirit Tracks, thing. It's not really an item. Skyward Sword, item. Triforce Heroes, person. Link Between Worlds, worlds. That is a noun. That is a thing. Link's Awakening, that's a thing. Past, thing. The Adventure of Link and Legend of Zelda are the only exceptions to this rule. If Zelda U was to be called Zelda U, it would be the only Legend of Zelda title to be named after the console it was made on. You see what I'm getting at? Why would they name, for the biggest Zelda game they're going to have to date, Zelda U? It's the dullest name they would have had. Like, even Spirit Tracks sounds more attractive than that. Alright, now let me try something else. Let's say I'm going to make my own gaming series, and I'm going to call it Top Hat, similar to how they named the gaming series Legend of Zelda. So I'm going to make two games. I'm going to make one, Top Hat T. That's the name of the game, Top Hat T. And then the other game is going to be called Top Hat The Brim Awakens. Which game are you going to want to buy without knowing anything about them? Personally, I'm going to want to buy The Brim Awakens, just knowing what the name is, because it sounds cooler. Now given, that's a pretty bad way of telling which game you're going to buy. But, just judging off the name, it sounds cooler, so you're going to want to buy it, right? So, enough with opinions, let's get some real evidence as to why I think that Zelda U is not going to be the actual name to the game. How about Skyward Sword? Great game. By 2009, we did not even know what the name of the game was, even though we knew the game was going to be released. Then they released a picture of concept art that featured Link with the hero's shield in his left hand, but no Master Sword in his right hand, and also an odd fairy behind him. At first, fans thought that the fairy was based off of the Great Fairy from Wind Waker. It turned out not to be the case. It turned out that Fi actually was the Master Sword, and that was what they were emphasizing. In the end, they called the game Skyward Sword, and the main thing about the game was, crazy enough, the Skyward Sword, also known as the Master Sword. In a similar fashion, the first trailer we ever got on Zelda U, what was the main emphasis on that trailer? Well, if we zoom to the end of the trailer, we see Link pull out a bow with shiny blue stuff on it, and they close up on it. I'm pretty sure this is a sign that the blue arrow is going to play a big role in the game. I think that the name of the game, Zelda U, will not be Zelda U. I theorize the name of Zelda U will be something based off of this arrow. So, the name I'm going to pinpoint right here, right now, on what the game is going to be called is The Legend of Zelda Link's Arrow. Now, that's a really crappy name, admittedly. But I'm pretty sure you could bet some money that the game is not going to be called Zelda U, but it's going to be called something that has to do with his arrow. Well, whether you want to bet money on my theory or not, that's up to you. But we can all agree on one thing, and that is Zelda U is going to be the biggest and best Zelda game of all time. Until next time, I am your host Burton, coming to you live from my basement. See ya! Whoa, 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 whoa! Before you get going there, let me remind you, this episode is an unofficial sponsor of Gerlando's. They got good pizza. And if you want to see some more episodes that I have going on my channel and stuff, then you're gonna want to click this link here. And if you're gonna want to see another Zelda YouTuber who does a lot of stuff on Zelda U and I like watching, then you're also gonna want to click this link, which leads you over to Zelda Ticky. It's Zelda Tick. It's not Zelda Ticky. It's Zelda Tick. Yeah, Zelda Tick. Watch it.